This conference will now be recorded.
We'll discuss MMFI integration. So after MMFI integration, again we'll come to remaining cooking process. So today we'll discuss about MMFI integration. Model is going to integrate your finance module.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, Yamuna.
Till now, these processes, what we learned, they are end user. Who will use them? Functional consultant or end user?
What exactly this procurement process?
Yeah.
This procurement, so here everything will be done by the end user only. But
Okay.
whenever they are getting the issue, we need to resolve. So for that, we need to understand the process.
Okay.
Suppose the companies are using subcontracting procurement. We need to map right as a consultant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whenever they are facing the issue, we need to resolve the issues here.
Okay. That's one. Because I was discussing with a friend and she told that, and
Yeah.
I got that out. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Not issue. Okay. So today we'll discuss about the module is going to integrate the finance module. Now we are into the integration classes. Okay. So this is one of the important integration. That is module is going to integrate your finance module. So and FICO. The topic is called automatic account determination. So your automatic account determination. So only one transaction code, OBYC. Complete your automatic account determination relevant settings will be done in this OBYC. Okay. So before going to start this MMFI integration, so in real time, whenever we are discussing about the integration classes, so the is a central module which is going to integrate all other modules. Okay, with the SD module also, we need to understand the integration classes, and production module also we have integration classes. Okay, so W module also we have integration classes. Okay, so first of all, what is MMF integration? So any integration. So here the people. So we need to maintain our respective parameters. The other cross-functionality module, other modules. So what are the areas? What they are settings? So what are the settings they are doing in the system? So we need to understand. And in fact, I can say without MMFI integration, the automatic automation, there is no interview. So in 100% for evaluation process, so definitely every interview they'll ask this MMFI integration. Okay, that's what I started this first integration process MMFI. So here before that actually, so we need to understand the background process. So till now, some goods receipts, goods issues we are doing. Okay. So whenever you are doing not only this, in going forward, we'll discuss stock transfers, transfer postings, reservation, physical inventory. So all these inventory activities, how the system is picking the suitable GL account. Okay. So what are the parameters are helping to determine the GL account? So if I am receiving the stock here, it has to post to the stock account here. If I am consuming, so the value need to post it for consumption account. So this GL accounts will be prepared by the finance people here. Okay, they will prepare the different GL accounts. All these GL accounts they will assign to one chart of accounts. These chart of accounts they will assign to one company code here. Okay, so for side we need to maintain some parameters. For FI side they will maintain some other parameters. Finally, we'll we'll come to know how the system is getting this GL account. Okay, so before that, let me start the server. Go to log on pad. Enter the user ID. Okay, so now first of all, let me create a new material. Go to industry sector and enter the material type, raw material. Selection view, basic MMUs. Enter the plant store location. This is 1632. So this is some test material. So enter your base unit of measure, some PC, and some material group. Okay, so enter the buyer group. So I'm creating a new material. Okay, so enter. So enter the relation class and enter some price here. So what is the material I created? So 1632, right? For this 1632 material, okay. So I'll try to create a PO. You know how to create a PO. Simply go to ME21 and transition code. Enter any one vendor from 1000 vendor. Enter the purchasing organization, purchase group, and enter the company code. Which is the material you created? 1632, right? So go and enter the material. Enter some quantity. There is no info record. We need to enter the price here. Info record is there. System will pick the price. Okay. There is no info record. We need to enter the price manually. Enter the plant. Observe all these details. You need to click on message during check. So if you click on save, the purchase order is created here. So what is my purchase order number? 4500017226 here. 4500017226 here. So copy the PO number 4500017226 here. So copy the PO number and perform the goods receipt here. Go to Migo. Migo goods receipt purchase order number. No, come to here. Item okay. Material, quantity, weight tab, you can observe the plant and store location. So we need to enter the store location. This already you know the process here. Purchase order data, partner and everything. So simply I am creating a PO and I am doing the goods receipt. Simply you will post here. So once you posted, so what is happening here? The stock is going to post, okay, and if you go and observe the stock overview, the stock is updated, and where exactly the stock is updated? The stock is updated in the MMP, okay. So we received the stock here. So this is my validated stock. Which plant here? 1000 plant and 000 store location. So I received the stock. The stock is okay, 100 pieces we received here. Till now you know, okay. No, we never go in detail. Now this time if I go to MIGO, if I observe the latest material document, whatever the material document just now we posted, go to display mode of this material document. If I observe, initially we discussed at the time of P2P process, if the material document is relevant for finance, accounting documents will be generated. Just I shown you, but we'll never go in detail. If you go to doc information, if you click on FI documents, finance document, again you need to see accounting document. The system is posting. Okay, so this much of stock I received. How much stock I received? 10,000 euros of stock I received, whatever the currency. But actually, this stock is posting in this GL account. This is a GL account. This 3 all 0 zeros is a GL account here. So now we are the MM. We observed all the means 4 master datas we observed here. The master data like metal master, vendor master, but what is our main master data? Metal master is our main master. For the finance people, GL account is the master data. So GL master is the main master data. In which transaction code generally the finance people they will create the GL accounts? In FS00 transaction code. In FS00 transaction code, the finance people they will create a GL accounts. The main master data for the finance people is GL masters. Okay. So now FS00, no problem. Now you come to here. Now what is the meaning of this here? So I received 10,000 rupees of stock. So only this is our one-time activities. This MMFA integration only one time we need to perform here. So finally, what is my target? User no need to enter the GL account manually. The system has to pick the GL account. So every time when I am receiving the raw material stock, it has to post in this GL account. If it is a clearance account, GRIR clearance account, so it has to go 191100. This is the GL account. Okay. So now this is actually from why. So the system. So means from where the system is getting these. So what are the influence factors to determine the GL account finally? So we need to discuss here. Now for this, we need to go to the navigation path. Okay. So now what is the navigation path? SPRO. Simply SAP reference IMG. SPRO, SAP reference IMG. Okay. Now come to materials management here. SPRO, SAP reference IMG. Come to materials management. So now you go to invent valuation and account assessment. You need to go to valuation and account assessment. In valuation and account assessment, okay. So here, please observe account determination here. SPRO, SAP reference IMG, materials management. In materials management, valuation and account assessment. In valuation and account assessment, you need to go to account determination. You need to go to account determination. In account determination, go to account determination. So the SAP has given two procedures. What are the procedures given by the SAP? Account determination wizard and account determination without wizard. So two procedures is there. So one is account determination wizard, another one is account determination without wizard. Okay, the procedure one, account determination wizard procedure is there. The second one, account determination without wizard. Okay, so one is account determination with wizard and without wizard. Which one is following? Okay, what is account determination wizard procedure and what is account determination without procedure also you need to understand. Okay, so generally every company will follow account determination wizard procedure without wizard procedure, not with wizard procedure. So 100%. So all the clients, out of 100 clients will follow account determination without wizard. The SAP has given these two procedures, but we are following, or every client is following account determination without wizard, because we have lot of flexibility in account determination without wizard instead of wizard. That flexibility also you need to understand. So before going to discuss about account determination without wizard, this account determination without wizard, we have some steps is there. Okay, so before going to discuss what is the difference between account determination wizard and without wizard, okay, why every company is following account determination without wizard. Okay, so please understand carefully. See here now, so we must understand this here. I have a company code. In this company code, I have multiple plants here. Let us say plant 1, plant 2, plant 3, plant 4, plant 5. I have 5 different plants here. See this only, so if I am writing notepad 5 plants, maybe in real time one company code contains 1 plant or multiple plants, maybe 3 plants or 4 plants or maximum 5 plants or 6 plants. So there is no count, but try to understand the concept. If I'll go with account determination wizard procedure, if I'll go with the first procedure, so all these plants, the plant 1, plant 2, plant 3, plant 4, plant 5, in different locations. So this plant is in Hyderabad, this plant is in Bangalore, so this plant is in some other else here. Okay, so this plant is in Pune. If I activated account determination wizard procedure, so a particular material X price in plant 1, what is the price? I need to maintain in plant 5 also the same price. For all the plants, I need to maintain the same price. But it is not possible practically every time. If all the plants in the same state, okay, it is possible. But the plant is in different state. Okay, so here now the price may not be same. So this is the disadvantage of account determination wizard. Okay, so if I activate the account determination wizard procedure, so plants, whenever we are discussing about MMF integration, plant will call as a valuation area. What we need to call as a plant? Plant is called as a valuation area. Always valuation area at plant level here. So if I'll go with the first procedure, so there is a disadvantage. What is the disadvantage? Please let me know. For all the plants, I need to maintain the, so the particular material same automatic same price. Now, if I'll go with the second procedure, account determination without wizard procedure. So if you want to, you can maintain the same price. So unfortunately, all the plants in the same region, okay, you can maintain the same price, or you can maintain the different price also. Or suppose now these 3 plants are very near, so these 3 plants you can maintain some price, and the other 2 plants you can maintain the different price also. That's what every company, every client, why we are going account determination without wizard is a flexibility. So under the company code, you have 1 plant or multiple plants, means valuation areas. So you can maintain the same price or different price with the account determination without wizard. Is it clear for you all? So why we are going account determination without wizard? If any doubts, please let me know. Anybody in the session here. This everybody should understand this procedure here. Okay. So account determination. So what is the procedure we are following? Account determination without wizard procedure only we are following it. Now tell me what are the steps here. So what are the steps here? Account determination without wizard. Okay, if I open this, the first one is actually define valuation control. The first step is what? Define valuation control. Okay, the first step actually define valuation control. In define valuation control, let us observe in define valuation control. If I open this define valuation control, so valuation grouping code. So open the define valuation control. Just observe the valuation grouping code is active. What you observe? The valuation grouping code is active. Now we need to understand what is this valuation grouping code. We need to understand. So why we need to activate this valuation grouping code? So why we need to activate this valuation grouping code? So we need to understand. Okay, the valuation grouping, why valuation grouping code is active? Okay, so now first of all, what is valuation grouping code? You need to understand. So valuation grouping code. Okay. The valuation grouping code. So why I need to activate the valuation grouping code? Okay. So what is valuation grouping code? Valuation grouping code is a 4-digit element. Valuation grouping code is a 4-digit element. Okay, any 4-digit element in SAP, whether it is like you can use numeric numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can use some ABCD, or you can use alphanumeric also. Everything is possible in SAP. We observed in our enterprise section. Okay. So this valuation grouping code is what is? It is a 4-digit element. So why I should activate this valuation grouping code is in it. You need to understand why I am activating this. Okay. Without activating, what will happen? Now, if you want to understand this valuation grouping code, so you need to go to the next step here. So what is the next step here? You can write down group together valuation areas. You need to understand the group together valuation areas. To understand group together valuation areas. If you want to understand the valuation control, so you need to understand the group together valuation areas. Group together valuation areas. If I open that group together valuation areas, so this screen also you need to understand here. First of all, what we observed, the SAP has given 2 procedures. One is account determination wizard procedure, and second one is account determination without wizard procedure. But in account determination wizard procedure, nobody is not following because this is the disadvantage. So if company code contains multiple plants, so we cannot maintain the different prices if business requires. So that's what we are following, account determination without wizard. In this, the first step, what we observed, valuation grouping code is active. Okay, why valuation grouping code is active? Now we open the second step here, that is actually group together valuation areas here. Okay, this you need to understand. See, the first one is the valuation area, means plant. The second one is the company code. Third one is the name of the company. Fourth one is chart of account, and the fifth one is valuation grouping code here. Okay. See here in real time also. So suppose now you are working with any company. So your company contains some 6 plants or 5 plants here. Okay. So who is going to create the plants? Who is going to define the plant? Tell me who is going to define and copy the plant? People. So people. So in enterprise sector, once you define the plant list will come here. And where will assign these plants? Will assign to company code. So the next column, company code, will be defined by the finance people. The valuation area will be defined and copied by the people. And this people, what we will do? We will assign to your company code. So what is the name of the company? Tata Steels or Tata Motors? So the description will give you. So this is new for you. Okay. Valuation area already you know. We'll define and we'll copy. Company code will be defined and copy. And once they will inform to you, or you can ask which company code on it. We need to assign. They will inform to you. Please go and assign your plant to this company code. Will assign. So this will be done by the FICO. And what is the name of the company? So what is chart of account here? So this is very new to you. Chart of accounts means a group of GL accounts. Just now we discussed here. The chart of accounts means group of GL accounts. GL accounts where the finance people will create the GL accounts in FS00 transaction code. Just now I shown you FS00 is the transaction code. Like every time. So what is our main master data? Metal master. So for people, how much importance of the metal master? So it is going to maintain by all the department. The same way FICO people. So GL master is the main master data for them. But they will create lot of GL accounts, and all the GL accounts they will assign to chart of account. So this chart of account in OPYC transaction code, the chart of account they will assign to company code. Okay, all it in gray mode. Now what is the, so who is going to decide the valuation grouping code? This is the question. In real time, suppose if you are the consultant here, you are working some XYZ company. Okay, so your company, okay, so your client contains some like some 6 plants here. Okay, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plants here. So up to this is completely in gray mode here. Okay, up to this is in completely gray mode. Only this is only enable mode here. Okay, this actually it is completely blank. Okay, so now as the consultant you need to decide here. How you will decide? So this is like a, so on what parameter you will decide here. You can enter any 4-digit element here. 1, 2, 3, 4 also you can use, or ABCD also you can use. But what is helping? So what is the role of this valuation grouping code? Means we are grouping the valuation areas. Just now we discussed here. Okay, your client will inform you. So this is the plant 1, this is the plant 2, this 3 plants here. Okay, so forgot, because it's a training system, there are 40 plants there. But in real system, so your client will inform you the plant 1, 1000 plant, 1100 plant, 1, 2, 3, 6 plants, all the plants are in same, okay, near to be. So the client wants for all the 3 plants, only this first 3 plants, they want to maintain the same automatic automation. You'll enter 001, 001, here also 001 example. Means with the help of this valuation grouping code, okay, your client will inform you for first 3 plants, I want to same automatic automation. I should be same valuation here. For next 2 plants, they want to go with the suppose 0002 example. If I enter 0002, 0002 here. So these 2 plants, they want to maintain in another automatic automation. So who will decide this valuation grouping code? Your client people will inform you which plant they want to same automatic automation. So your valuation grouping code nomenclature will be given by the client. Okay. So based on your client requirement, so you need to enter the same 4-digit key. So here what we need to understand, what is the help of this valuation grouping code? We are grouping the valuation areas. Is it clear for you all, Amarendra, Lakshmi, Yamuna and Yashasvi? You have any doubts? Pawan, Arsha and Imran?
No, sir.
Yes. Right. Yashasvi, Yamuna, Lakshmi, is it clear for you, right? So now this is most important.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Now if you come to here, now next we are going to, for the 3rd step, define valuation class. So if you understand this step, okay, so completely you can able to understand. So there is 60 to 70% your MMF integration depends upon this step here. So you must understand this step here. You must understand this step here. So if I open this 3rd step, so define valuation classes here. Define valuation classes here. If I open define valuation class, again I am getting account category reference, valuation class, material type to account category reference here. Okay. So if I open the valuation classes, I am getting what I am getting: account category reference, valuation class, material type / account category reference here. So the 3rd step, if you understand, so almost 70% your MMF integration is over. Okay. So means this is the importance of this step here. So now if I come to here, now I hope you understand the valuation grouping code. Now you need to understand the account category reference. Account category reference also information. So what is this account category reference? Okay. So valuation grouping code, why we are using, you understand. So valuation grouping code we are using, it is a 4-digit key. Okay, which is help to group the valuation. So which are the plants you want to same automatic account information, we are using valuation grouping code. Account category reference also 4-digit element. So how I am going to use my account category reference in SAP system? Okay. So before the account category reference, okay. So first of all, you need to understand. So this account category reference 4-digit element, but what is this account category reference? So first, whenever you go for any XYZ industry, so we need to understand. So what are the material types? The standard material types is given by the SAP, right? The standard material types is given by the SAP, like raw materials, ROH, okay, and your semi-finished material, HALB is your semi-finished material. So if I go to FERT, so finished material, this already we discussed at the time of material master creation. If I go to ROH, for ROH, generally ROH is the raw material. ROH is the raw material. So for this raw material, so initial classes we discuss here. So whenever you go for the new client, okay, so we will observe whether we are able to map with the standard material types or not. If you are able to map the standard material type, it's well and good. Otherwise, we'll create a new material type. That is a different task. But actually, why we are discussing this material type? See, for this raw material type, I am going to validate in 3 levels. So raw material, I am going to validate in 3 levels. So what are the levels here? For raw material, so I have normal material is there. Okay. So normal raw material is there here. Normal stock. We can say normal stock. Okay. So here we can say some sales order stock. Sales order stock, and we can say some project stock. So we have normal stock, we have some sales order stock, we have some project stock. Okay. So here, who will inform you? Your client people will inform you. So particular material type, how many types we are going to validate? All are raw materials only. Stock is raw materials only. So raw material normal stock is there, raw material sales order stock is there, raw material project stock is there. Okay, raw material we have, project stock is there. So when I am receiving the normal stock from the vendor, this normal stock has to pick one GL account. This normal stock has to pick one GL account. The sales order stock, it has to pick another GL account because I should not merge. So the sales order stock, it has to go one more GL account. The sales order stock, it has to go one more GL account. Okay. So this is the GL account. You understand? Okay. So here your client people inform you for raw materials, I am going to validate in 3 levels. So if I am receiving the normal stock, it should be updated with one GL account. If I am receiving ROH, same raw material, sales order stock, sales order raw material stock, it has to go under GL account, and product relevant stock, raw material stock, it has to go on one GL account. So means for one material type, you required 3 types you need to validate. So when you require 3 types you need to validate, 3 GL accounts is required. When you require 3 GL accounts, you require 3 validation classes. So at the time of Material Master, till now what you are doing, you are giving the validation classes, right? Now today you need to understand why we are giving this validation class. So I am giving validation classes, validation class 1, so validation class 2, validation class 3. So I am giving the different validation classes. Validation class 1, 2, 3 here. So which means in the OPYC transaction code, for one validation class, I can assign only one GL account. For one validation class, I can assign only one GL account. So second validation class, I will assign the other GL account. But actually, altogether it is okay, well and good. But what is the role of this account cat reference? What is the role of this account cat reference? You need to understand. Okay, now you need to understand whenever you go for the industry, first of all, you need to discuss with your client. So they are using 5 material types. Okay, client. Okay, so 5 material types you are using, well and good. So for raw material, how many types you are validating? So they will say. So we require three levels we are validating. So we want to differentiate my raw material into normal stock. It has to go one GL account. The client will inform you. Sales order stock, when I am receiving, it has to go one GL account. Project stock, it has to go one GL account. Your client is informed. For semi-finished material, they require 2 GL accounts. Example, normal stock, there is no project stock, sales order stock. So this is the way you need to take the requirement for your client. Oh, I required for raw material 3 GL accounts. When I required 3 GL accounts, definitely I required 3 validation classes. But as per the standard SAP, now this is the main triggering point. As per the standard SAP, for one material type, you can assign only one validation class. For one material type, you can assign only one validation class. So I cannot meet my requirement. So that's what I am taking the help of the account cat reference. What is the help I am taking? I am taking the help of the account cat reference. So what I am doing in my system, okay, now if you come to here, first of all, I am creating new account cat reference. In training system, I have so many account cat references there. Please don't worry about this account cat reference. Okay, there are some account cat references there. But in real system, so all the account, there are 0 of 0, there is no entries here. So initially it will be decided. So we need to create account cat reference. Okay, next what I am doing, so I will create account cat reference. For this account cat reference, I am going to assign validation classes. I am going to assign to, for my account cat reference, I am assigning the validation classes. Next step, what I am doing, I am going to assign directly, I am going to link my material type to account cat reference. So indirectly, I am assigning for one category, one account cat reference is equals to multiple validation for one material type is equals to multiple validation class. I'm going to link here. Okay. Still, if anybody not able to understand, if I'll do the process practically, you can able to understand. Okay. So this is like a Facebook logic, you understand, right? So suppose now, so you add your friend. Okay. So then your friends also will come into the same way. So here there is no direct relation between your your valuation classes to your material type. Indirectly, the link will happen here now. Now come to account CAD reference here. Now let me create my own account CAD reference. Give me a second. So go to how to create new account CAD reference. Simply go to new entries. So I want to create Z002 new account CAD reference. So why I am taking Z? Z means Z. In IT industry, we'll call it Z. Because anything you are creating new, so today onwards you need to make a best practice. You should start with Y and Z. So this is actually test account CAD reference here. So this is actually I'm performing test account category reference here. Simply go to new entries and create your own account CAD reference. You need to click on save. Okay. Now, so created a new account CAD reference. After creating a new account CAD reference, just come back. Okay, simply go and new entries and create new account CAD. What is the account CAD reference I created? G. Okay. Now simply go to valuation classes. In real time, okay, it's completely this will be the screen will be completely blank. But what we have done in the interface structure, nomenclature should not be repeated every time I'm saying it. 3001, 3002, 3003, 3004, 3005. Okay. So here 3006. You can use 3007. Example 3008, 3009. Or 4 series is also available. Anything. So whatever nomenclature should not be repeated. I'll use a 4 series here. 4000. Simply go to new entries. Okay. So what is the valuation class here? 4001, 4002. And 4003. So now tell me why I'm creating 3 valuation classes, because so here 4001 one valuation class is for one normal stock, 4002 for sales order stock, but I need to assign my account CAD reference. What is the account CAD reference I created? With this account CAD reference here, okay, you go and enter your account CAD reference. For your new account CAD reference, you need to assign here. For your new account CAD reference, you need to assign your new valuation classes here. So whatever the valuation classes you created, so you must assign it. So this is, now you can see the description. So what is the description I need to give? Suppose now let us see. So this is a valuation class 1 for normal stock. It is for normal stock. Or if you want to, you can enter. Just I'm entering valuation class 1, 2, 3. But in real time, generally you will enter for here itself. You can maintain the suitable discussion like valuation class for normal stock, valuation class for sales order stock, valuation class for the product stock. You can enter. So what I did here, simply go to new entries, enter your valuation classes, and assign your account CAD reference to valuation class. Simply you need to click on save. So I hope 2 steps you understood here. Okay, I created new account CAD reference. I assigned valuation classes to account CAD reference. Now this third step is most important. What is the third step here? Material type to account CAD reference here. So click on material type to account CAD reference. So once you reach this screen here, okay, so here now what you need to do, so I need to assign my material type to my new account CAD reference. But actually, if already started a system, this is using by some other people, right? Is a group server here. Okay, so I should not disturb. So in this case, you also just after reaching the screen, so just you come back here. Let me create my own material type here. Let me create my own material type. It is going to work. So if I open the screen, if I create a new material type, the system will lock with the same program. So just you need to come outside and here in another session. So here just to try to create a new material type. Where will create new material type? Go to OMS2. To create new material type, you need to go to OMS2. In OMS2, let us say we are working for raw material, right? So go to position, observe your raw material ROH here. Yes, ROH is there. So here GRRH will create here. Okay, GROH is already there. Okay, like G test also you can create. Okay, so GTS here you can create your new material type. Select ROH here and click on copy as. Okay, so what is the material type here? It is a 4-digit element. So some GTES, G test here. Okay, GTS new material type I am going to create it. This is my material type. Okay, G test here. Okay, now this whenever you are changing, so this you need to test the material type. So now click on copy as for standard material type ROH, name as, and some you need to add, you must add Y or Z, and you need to change the description because it should not confuse for other people the test material type. Otherwise, they will confuse here whether standard material or not. So simply click on copy as. So information number of it is no problem. So you need to click on some. So once you created your new material type, okay, so again you need to close the screen. What is the material type you created? GTES, right? So just to close the screen, again you come to the screen. The last screen you need to come and define violation classes. We created account category reference as a Z002, and for this Z002, so what I did here, so go to violation class. For this Z002, go to position. So what is the violation class I created? 4001. So these 3 violation classes assigned to my account category reference Z002. And next, what I am doing, I am assigning a material type to account category reference. Now go to position. What is the material type you created? GTES material type you created. So for this GTS material type, because of copying function, so this we copied from raw material, right? For raw material account cat reference 001. But I need to enter my own account cat reference. What is my own account cat reference I created for my new material type Z002? So simply you need to assign your new account cat reference. You need to click on some. You can't save it. Okay. So now come back here. So once you save this here, so with this we complete this activity. Now just come back. So here 2 more steps we need to perform. This step and this step. This step is not required, but this step and this step we need to perform. So after reaching this here, test at end user side. Test at end user side. Okay. Test at end user side. So after completion of this here, now what I will do, simply, okay, I will create one material. I will create one material. Go to MM01. In MM01 transaction code, test it end user side. So go to MM01. But you need to create a material type with your new material type, whatever you created. So what is the material type I created? ZTS material type I created, right? Now please observe whether my material type is coming or not. Yes, my material type is there. So whatever the new material type, you must please observe. So if you created any other material type, it is not going to work. Which material type you created, you must take only that material only. So now I need to select my new material type, whatever the material type I created, ZTS, and go and basic MMUs. Okay, enter the plant and store location, enter the organization levels. What is your plan? 1000 plan, 1000 plan, 001 store location. Now simply click on continue. Okay, 1633 material. Okay, now simply this is test automatic account determination AAD. Okay, automatic account determination. Simply anything you can enter any description. Enter the base unit or measure. Enter the material group. Simply this remains same. Only you selected your new material type. So what is the material type you created? That material type I am giving here. Remaining everything is same. So previously we have to write how to create material. So enter the relation class and everything here. So now please observe. So in starting class also I told you. Now you will understand in future classes. So why we are giving these validation classes. Now if I observe in accounting on you, if I open what are the validation class. So here how we are able, means here 3 validation classes here. If account cat reference is not there, I can give you only 1 validation class in the system. So I should assign here for only normal stock. I need to assign this this validation class. Okay. For sales order stock, I can assign 1 more validation class here. So for sales order stock, I need to assign 1 more. For product stock, I assign 1 more validation class here. So this is the way. So for sale normal stock, I need to assign this validation class. For sales order stock, 1 more validation class. For product stock, I need to assign. So this is the way I need to assign. So from where this drop down we are getting, because of with the help of the account cat reference. If account cat reference is not there, so we are not. It is not possible. So simply enter the valuation classes, enter some moving price. Okay. So observe your whatever the valuation price coming, it is coming the drop down. Okay. Now we need to understand for this material 1633 material, try to create a PO. Try to create a PO for this. Okay. Now tested individual side written, right? So now for this, what are the material type you created? With this material type, you please go and create a PO in ME21 and transition code. So try to create a PO in ME21 and enter your vendor code. So 1000 vendor. So enter the purchasing organization, purchase group, and enter the company code. So what is the material code here? 1633. How much quantity? 100 quantity. Okay. So what is the plant here? 1000 plant. So what is the store location? The store location like a 000 store location. Net price must be greater than. Okay, so okay, no problem. I will enter the price here, not a, because I am MFA integration. So whenever you are creating new account categories in the system, you will get this issue. You also get this issue because first time we are creating new valuation class, new material type, no commitment item is the error message. So why we are getting? So it is a finance relevant. So if you are also getting the same issue, please go and account assignment. Click on account assignment. Enter the commitment item as 9993. By default, you need to enter the commitment item. So if you are getting the issue, no commitment item entered. Okay, then you go to account assignment tab, enter the commitment item as 9993. Enter, and you need to click on message during check. Simply you need to click on save. You need to click on save. So finally, I created a PO. Finally, I created a PO. What is my PO number? 4500 17227. So copy the PO number 4500 17227. So copy the PO number. With reference to this PO, I need to try to receive the goods here. Go and enter the goods receipt. We go. After the PO, I need to perform the goods receipt, right? If I'm trying to receive the goods here, so please observe the goods receipt here. Purchase order. Enter the purchase order number here. If I execute here, so material, the quantity, in where tab you can observe plant and store location, purchase data, in partner, account assignment, everything here. You simply need to define document. Okay. Now you need to post here. So this is, when I am posting this document, I will get one error. What is that error? Account determination for entry INT BSX. Okay, so 400 is not possible. Okay, so why I'm getting this issue? So till now I posted happily. So today I'm getting this issue. So why I'm getting this issue? Okay, so what is actually why system is okay? So I am unable to post here. So we have a lot of questions here. So till now actually you need to practice you also. So tomorrow means to determine the GL account. To determine the GL account, the chart of accounts, transaction key, valuation grouping code, account grouping code, valuation class. These are all the parameters is help to determine this GL account. Okay. So this is about MMFA, but actually in one session we are not going to complete this procedure. One is the important procedure for every interview they will ask you. But tomorrow also we have almost all. Okay, so complete detailed session will be there. So tomorrow we'll finish. But once again I will repeat this MMFA is most important topic. Without this topic, there is no interview. For every interview, they'll expect from you. Okay. But today, what we observed, upon determination, there are two procedures. So finally, whenever we are performing the inventory transactions for goods receipt, goods issue, so the system has to post to the GL account automatically. So why system is posting? Because previously, okay, for posting the GL account, the MM people, they will do some parameters. For FSCO people also, they maintain some parameters. Then only the system is posting. For this actually in this account determination without wizard, so every client is following account determination without wizard, because the flexibility, if the company code contains multiple valuation areas, means plants, so if 2-3 plants you want to go with one automatic automation, so immediately you need to activate a valuation grouping code, is a 4-digit key. Then so next step here, you need to group the valuation areas, which plants here. Next year we need to observe what are the material types they are using. For that material type, how many number of valuation class is required. For each and every valuation class, how many number of GL accounts is required. Once we will confirm here, so we need to create and we need to assign your material type to account cat reference. If I am trying to do, so I am unable to post my goods receipt here because of this error. So tomorrow we will continue this here. Okay, from here we will continue tomorrow. Okay, Amarinder, Lakshmi and Yamuna, SSV.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, it is clear.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you all for the decision. We'll meet tomorrow with the same time, same day.